Hey guys, baby Macy here. I'm here to tell you part 3 of It's Not My Fault. Today's story is called No Problem. You did get the umbrella, didn't you, Lucas? Mrs. Chang paused before shutting the door. Lucas was still frozen in place in the middle of the yard. Yes, Mom, it's in the van, but I was hoping to use it on my way to the van, dear, Mrs. Chang sighed and closed the door behind her. I know. It's not your fault. I didn't tell you to bring it to me. Well, I didn't want to lock the house until I was sure you had it. Let's go. Lucas shook his head and raced around to the other side of the van, hoping that he was wrong. His mother crossed the yard and reached for the van door handle. Hey, why is this locked? She quickly tried the back door on her side. Lucas' eyes snapped open wide. He tried to open the doors on his side, but they were both locked too. He looked at his mother. I was playing with the buttons. I must have locked the door accidentally. His mother just stared. Lucas, the keys are in the van. How are we going to get in? Well, don't you have another key to the van? Yes, I do, his mother sighed. It's in the house, and the house is locked. And your house key is... Lucas looked down. In the van. Mrs. Chang sighed again. We can't get in the van because we can't get in the house. And we can't get in the house because we can't get in the van. Lucas thought, she is going to be very angry with me. She's going to wish I was never born. He whispered, but it's not my fault. His mother just stared at him. I know you didn't lock the doors on purpose, Lucas. But if you hadn't played with the buttons, as I asked, it wouldn't have happened. Who else can you blame this on? Lucas' mouth opened, then closed. He didn't know what to say. It really was his fault. His mother sighed. I guess it could be worse. Suddenly, it got worse. It stopped drizzling, and it started pouring. Lucas just stared at the car while the rain soaked him. Why did I push those buttons, he asked himself. Why didn't I make sure the door was unlocked before I got out? His mother ran back to their porch. What are we going to do now? Lucas asked, still standing out in the rain. I don't know, and I don't know what I'm going to do with you, Lucas. Come on, get out of the rain. We'll check and think of something. Lucas trudged over and sat on the steps. His head dropped onto his hands. Rain dripped onto his head. I know what she wants to do with me. She wants to get rid of me. If I admit that it's my fault, she'll be sure that I am worthless. Mrs. Chang thought out loud. If we call your father, it would take him more than an hour to get back home from his job. Besides, if I could get in the house to the phone, I wouldn't need him. Bring! The noise sounded out on the porch. My car phone, Mrs. Chang cried. Oh, come back to find out what happens tomorrow. Bye for now.